Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Toonkind at 12 FPS. Today, I, your host, Fletch, will be playing a 6-year-old detective named Camille who has absolutely no secrets and nothing wrong with them. Joining me for this wonderfully average time is my amazing co-host, Avi.
Hi, I'm Avi. I will be playing Detective Shiro Azumi, a perfectly normal young adult detective who is not at all hiding anything. Nope, what are you talking about, sir?
As you can see, it's just two perfectly normal detectives with absolutely no secrets, just about to have a perfectly normal average day where nothing goes wrong.
I'm loving this already.
Sometimes you have to lay it on a bit.
Absolutely.
Alright, so to start things off, it is a wonderful day in Vealstown. The sun is shining, the birds are singing. The flowers are not blooming because it's probably about fall right now, so
Yeah.
there's not really too many of them. But there's lots of beautiful reds and oranges in the trees and leaves that blow in the wind. It's a very nice fall day. It's probably sometime in the afternoon. And so what is our wonderful young adult detective doing on this day?
I think he is on his way to meet with Moria in order to discuss some things regarding a few cases he is involved in. Um, Not just the the Spear Road case, but also maybe involving the aberrations, um, and a few other things he is looking into that I probably will not go into this FPS because oh boy, there's a lot.
Yeah, understandable. He's kind of got his hands in everything, but such is the life of a detective.
Yeah, pretty much.
As for Camille, he is probably holding like a little bag full of school supplies right now. He's got a little list in his hand. Probably not paying too much attention to where he's going right now, but just enough to avoid crashing into people. Cause he has a few errands to run. Just transferred to a new school, so has to grab like textbooks and notebooks and all that good stuff. Uh, and one thing to note is that he is indeed a very small 6-year-old, and he's doing this entirely alone. There are no adults around him.
Love how we're starting off. Uh, um, so Azumi can just see him out on the street. Just is that it?
Yeah, like they'll probably like on the same sidewalk. They'll most likely cross paths eventually. Uh, and Camille's definitely not doing anything right now to hide the fact that they are a child with no adult supervision, because they're just going about their business. Uh, so yeah, they will definitely cross paths in a few moments.
Here's the thing: do I want to make this funny or do I want to just jump right into it? Because
I mean, funny is always a great option.
you're right. Well, because the thing is, we did not plan this out beyond oh, this is what's gonna happen. So I think
Yeah, we're just jumping right into it.
yeah. So I think what's going on is that Azumi's probably has a case file open and he's reading it. Unfortunately, he does not have the same kind of spatial awareness that um that Camille
Camille?
apparently has. So I think I am going to roll uh really quick. I rolled a dex save.
Oh,
I rolled
oh
a dex
boy.
save, fully expecting him to bump into Camille. Um, I got a fucking nat 20.
Oh my gosh.
Me, Azumi probably doesn't have the same kind of spatial awareness. Azumi, fuck you.
Zumi voice, absolutely not. I refuse.
Azumi's like, you won't make a fool of me right now. this is this is the kind of man that I am stuck with, and I guess what ends up happening is that they come incredibly close to bumping into each other until like the very last second where Azumi snaps his head up and sees that there is someone directly in front of him, and he basically sidesteps, and he just goes, "Oh, sorry, pardon me."
Camille kind of like looks up, a little bit startled. Like probably wasn't expecting to get that close to anyone. And he's just like, "Oh, it's okay, mister."
Um,
And Camille's probably gonna roll a quick perception because this is a nosy little child who has, yeah.
all right. Is there anything specific you're looking for?
No, Camille kind of just has the habit of like doing a once over of everyone that they meet. Probably because they have a certain magnetism towards cases and such. So he kind of just picked up the habit over the years.
All right. So I guess with a 23, yes, this man you are talking to is a real kind. He looks fairly young. Either late teens or early 20s, somewhere between there. Um, long brown hair that goes like about to his shoulders, and kind of brown eyes that look almost red. Um, in one hand, he is carrying a metal briefcase, and on the side it has the initial for the letter A. Uh, and in his other hand is a folder that he had been reading through, which he, now that he has your attention, he has closed the folder and is currently tucking it under his arm. Right off the bat, you notice that he is wearing only one glove, and it is on his left hand. Um, and considering that is the hand that he is using to hold open, he was using to hold open the folder, you assume that that is his dominant hand. Um, and he also gives you a once over, and I'm trying to
Do it.
decide to,
Roll.
yeah, here we go. Here we go.
Use those modifiers.
Using these fucking disgusting modifiers. Oh my fucking god. I hate this man. I hate this man. What the fuck was your perception again? Yeah, of course it was.
All right. Well, with a 22, uh, you you can tell that this is absolutely a 6-year-old child. Uh, this child has an outline and like cell shading, and you can tell that they are definitely indeed a tune. There are some weird little bits that you can pick up that feel a bit more real kind than with most tunes.
Oh boy.
Uh, yeah. For the audience, Camille is half-toon. Don't worry about it. Uh, but yeah, so you can definitely pick up on that. Uh, like this child has a large bow tie, a little blue jacket on, shorts, despite the fact that it is fall, and bright red sneakers, along with very bright red hair. It seems like someone just decided that this child should have all red accents. Don't worry about it.
Love that.
Uh,
Love to
and
hear
he
it.
also has a little, like brown. I forget what those caps are called, but it's not exactly a newsboy hat, but like it's just a little brown cap on their head and glasses that I imagine with a 22 you can probably tell that they don't have you you're probably not 100% sure if they're fake glasses, but they don't have the normal level of refraction that regular glasses do.
Oh.
So
Oh boy.
you see a lot.
Yeah, this is the man who I built specifically to perceive. So that makes sense. Um, you said the list he's looking over. Does he get the impression that it's like a shopping list or something?
Oh yeah, like between the little bag that Camille's holding, it's like a paper bag. You can probably see some like pencils and stuff poking out of it. Uh like along with the list in his hand that has a few items scratched off. It's very easy to determine that this is a shopping list. This child is going shopping.
And there is no adult with him. And Azumi kind of
No adult in sight.
no
You
adult.
are the only adult here.
Great, wonderful. Azumi, Azumi kind of. There's a brief moment where he takes this in, sees that this is a child, and and kind of like there's a brief moment where he kind of like looks concerned and looks around, and he speaks up again, and he goes, pardon my prying, but are you doing shopping on your own?
Camille pauses for a moment before nodding, like, mm-hmm. I This area is pretty safe, so my guardian decided that I can do it by myself.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Timmy, do you believe this? Do you believe this? He's gonna roll. He's gonna roll for it. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Oh, well. This is an insight roll. Got a 16.
With a 16, you definitely pick up some hesitance before the guardian is mentioned. You're probably not entirely sure why just yet, but there's definitely a bit more to the story than what Camille is putting down.
Oh no.
You are being lied to by a 6-year-old.
Oh boy. Sumi. Oh my fucking god, what are you going Are you gonna leave this child on his own?
I mean, while Azumi is having that crisis, Camille might just ask the question that he has on his mind because he's a nosy little boy. He kind of just tilts his head, looks up at you with his big ol' eyes, and is just like, "Are you cold?"
I think Azumi actually blinks, and he goes, I'm sorry, what do you mean by that?
Camille points at the hand that has a glove. Like, you have a glove on one hand, so you must be cold.
Oh no. No, I'm not wearing this because I'm cold. I'm a detective, and, it does good to make sure that, my own fingerprints doesn't contaminate evidence.
Oh boy. Camille kind of just. Camille is staring at you. Like, just. Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like, aren't you only supposed to do that when on a case?
Oh, Azumi, how are you gonna answer this one? Oh, there is so much more to this glove. You asked the perfect question. I think what Azumi says is, well, yes, but you know how it is. Sometimes you can be called on a case at any given moment. Besides, who's to say that I'm not on a case right now?
I'm gonna go off of your passive for this one because you. Why not?
Which pass?
The 23 perception passive. Just, when you mention that a detective can be called on a case at any time, there's just like a twinge to Camille's smile and a small laugh. Like, not in a derogatory sense, but more like you're probably not entirely sure why the laugh, but almost like they're familiar with it somehow. But it is gone in a moment.
Oh boy. Oh boy. This is wonderful, and I am enjoying it.
Instead, Camille's just gonna go like, "Oh, what kind of case?"
I think he pauses and he looks over the folder that he's holding, and he goes, well, as far as I can say, I happen to be tracking down the spirit rogue known as Trickster. Perhaps you've heard of him? He's been in the newspapers quite recently, in Toontown at least.
That is probably a history roll, huh?
Yeah.
6. Oh boy.
So that was
Camille has not been reading the newspapers recently. Camille's had other problems.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
But, so Camille kind of just goes like, ah.
And I think Azumi actually like lets out a soft chuckle, and he goes, well, if you have other things to be worried about than the news, then I suppose that makes sense. After all, you happen to be shopping on your own.
Camille nods like, yeah, I have to get some school supplies, and my guardian's busy, and it's a safe area. So I'm responsible enough to do it by myself.
I am looking at this boy.
You should probably roll deception for that.
I'm gonna roll insight. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Holy shit.
Oh boy.
You're not gonna
Battle the modifiers, huh? Oh my god.
So you rolled a 26 on deception. I rolled a 26 on insight.
Oh,
I can't
wonderful.
fucking
This
believe
is
this.
this is a detective match made in hell, isn't it?
I can't fucking believe it.
So, yeah, you can tell that a large amount of that is just utter bullshit. Like it's probably kind of hard to see. You don't know why this 6-year-old is so good at lying, but there's a lot of bullshit here. Like, who the hell would even say that a 6-year-old is responsible enough to be handling money?
I think Azumi takes this into consideration, sees the fact that this child is lying, and then the first thought in his mind is, oh no.
Oh boy.
And I think what he said, what happens next, oh my fucking god. My fucking god. I think
Dangles a child in front of you.
I think what happens is that Zumi, I think he tucks the folder under one arm, and he holds out his left hand, and he goes, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Detective Shiro Azumi. What's your name?
Camille is gonna look at the hand for a quick moment. No, they do not have paranoia. It's fine. It's fine. But after a moment, takes the hand with his own left hand because shaking with his right hand would be a bit awkward. Like, I'm Camille. Camille Christie.
Camille, I see. Camille, are you sure that you don't need any other help with, the errands you are running?
Oh boy. Now it's Camille's turn to have a inner moment of, oh no. Because what is a regular 6-year-old supposed to be doing in this situation? Would it be... How suspicious would it be to just say no and keep walking?
Congratulations, we have trapped both of them in my societal convention.
Absolutely.
Oh god, I love this so much.
After a long moment, Camille is just gonna go, like, sure. If you don't mind. I mean, you must be pretty busy, so...
Well, I don't mind making some time. What exactly are you picking up? School supplies?
Camille nods like, oh, you really are a detective, if you know that. Yeah. I just transferred, to a school here, so I need to pick up books and such.
I'm fucking crying. God. Oh my god damn.
This is wonderful.
This is great. This is great. And I think what Izumi says is like, all right, and then in that case, and he looks around, and he goes, I'm gonna roll a quick survival. This boy does not live in Billstown. However you pronounce it. Okay, that's your survival mod. Why do you keep rolling so high? I hate you.
Oh boy. Azumi said, "No, I'm good at everything, thanks."
Why?
Yeah, with a 21, you can absolutely see like a bookstore
Yeah,
nearby.
I
Uh,
yeah, and I think Azumi points it out to Camille and says, "Well then, shall we?"
Man.
Man,
None of them want to be here. Camille just smiles, and it's a little strange. No, it isn't. Like, sure, you're really kind, mister.
Oh God, I am. My head is in my hands. You really just said that, huh?
Oh, he sure did.
Uh, Azumi's smile does not drop from his face, but there is an explicit look in his eyes that is just even louder. Oh no! I'm fucking crying.
Same here. Oh, this is going wonderfully.
I think what happens is Azumi lets Camille walk ahead of him, but he is close behind just to make sure that like just to make sure nothing happens to this child.
Yeah. Oh.
When they actually do reach the store, he holds the door open for Camille.
I will say that during the walkover, since presumably Izumi can't see Camille's face too well when Camille's ahead of him, Camille just during that moment, Camille just drops the smile. Just for a moment looks so very tired. Like no 6-year-old should. But but when they get to the store, and when Izumi holds the door open, that smile is back. They're just baby mode again. And he just goes in like, thank you.
Just a
And
polite nod.
oh,
Give me a sec, give me a sec.
yeah, you're just what a wonderful time. Just a completely normal average outing with no problems at all.
This is great. This is wonderful. Everything's fine. Oh.
I will say that when Camille goes in the store, like, once again going off your 23 passive perception, there's a moment where Camille, like, starts making his way over to the section of the store where where he can find the stuff before he kind of just stops and looks back at Izumi, like, oh, where do you think it is?
Sorry. What exactly are you looking for?
And Camille is going to hand Izumi the list.
I think he takes it and looks it over.
So on the list, you can see things like pencil cases and pencils like crossed out. Like there's also like a little section for crayons that have been crossed out because of course this is a 6-year-old. They still use crayons.
Crying.
Uh
What
yeah.
happened?
And then there's like so it looks like most of the like regular writing supplies and stuff has been taken care of. So what's left is pretty much just some textbooks, which are like your standard fare, like very baby geography and history, uh, like some really basic English books, like the kind where you still have to practice how to write in them,
Uh,
uh, and just a section for notebooks and the like. Uh, if you want to, you can roll a fun little perception on the writing.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, wow! That was a low roll, but that's the wrong channel. But your goddamn modifier is probably gonna pull that above a 10.
Yeah. With a 12, it's been a long time since you were 6, presumably, hopefully.
Yeah.
Uh, so, like, you're probably just a little fuzzy on the memories, especially since you grew up in another country. Like,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but there is something that sticks out to you about the writing, but you can't really put your finger on it just yet.
Yeah. And I think Azumi like reads this over and like nods and hands Camille the list back because he presumes that Camille wants to keep an eye on it and keep track of everything. And and sorry, I just heard like loud beeping outside my
Oh,
apartment, and it did not sound like a car.
that's yeah, that is something, huh?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
um. Anyway, Azumi hands the list back, and he looks around and he goes, I believe the academic section would be over in that direction, and he points towards a specific aisle.
Yeah. Camille just nods like, like, thank you, Mr. Azumi, and is going to start uh making his way over. Just,
Azumi
it's
follows
fine.
at a respectable distance. Again, not like interfering with whatever this kid is doing, but like still keeping an eye on him just to make sure that nothing happens. And I fucking.
Oh boy, this is fun. But yeah, so Camille's probably arrived, and is currently, grabbing the textbooks, with just a little bit of hesitance. Just a little bit, cause boy,
Oh
they
boy.
sure are big books.
I'm. Azumi is just standing here. I think while Camille is focused on pulling out the books, and like not looking at Azumi, Azumi's smile drops, and it's very much an expression of what the hell am I doing?
Camille has had Camille had their time. Now it's Azumi's turn.
Azumi's just He's just, why am I doing this? And, like, the moment, like, if Camille looks in his direction, he just, smiles, nods. Doesn't really say much. But goddamn.
I think at some point during the conversation, during this little thing, Camille's got his books. He is, well, most books except for one, which he's pretending to look for. So let me just do a deception on that one.
Oh boy.
Because this is gonna go so well between. Okay, another 26.
Should I roll another goddamn insight?
If you want to.
Here we go. Yeah, he's not beating it on this roll.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, Camille's just taking their time pretending to look for this book. Because, you know, Azumi is a detective. Camille is also a detective. Camille's gonna do what detectives do and try to fish for information. Just, at some point kind of just speaks up, like, so what kind of cases do you look into as a detective?
Oh, well, I've looked into quite a bit in my time. I started out solving, well, murders, you could say. But eventually it turned into, well, following this group of vigilantes called the Spirit Rogues for about a year or so. Back home, I actually became somewhat of a rival to their leader. But ever since then, I've gotten involved in quite a bit more than that as of late, after arriving here in Inkwell. But that's not exactly information I am allowed to share. I hope you can understand.
Camille just nods like, of course. I mean, I'm a detective too.
Is that so?
And is just smiling very innocently.
There's another brief moment of polite smile outwardly, inwardly. Oh no. Azumi just, is that so? And what kind of cases have you been involved in?
Oh boy. Camille's just gonna go like, oh, nothing really big. And as he says this, he gestures out with his arms to kind of emphasize with the whole, this is a baby, he does baby gestures.
Crying. This is wonderful.
So like, nothing really big like you. Mostly just helping out my classmates with lost items and pets. But it's been really fun to help people. And I'm gonna roll another deception.
Here we go!
Oh boy!
There's no way he's gonna beat that.
Oh.
I still want to see what he gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's no way he's beating that.
Yeah. Yeah, like, why would a child lie about that, you know? This is a 6-year-old. How likely is it that a 6-year-old's gonna get wrapped up in a murder case?
I mean, looks at Azumi, he was also a child when he solved his first murder case, so like...
That is fair.
He's... Not to mention that he already picked up that on the fact that Camille lied earlier, so I think he's just going to...
Yeah, he can probably pick up a little bit of something more there.
Yeah, He's just, okay, you seem pretty genuine about this, but I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to, you can also roll a history because there is a little bit of a hole in what Camille just said.
Oh boy. History? What's your
I
history?
mean, history or perception, whichever you wish.
Let's do perception, because that's his bullshit modifier.
Cool.
I rolled on my keyboard and it landed right in between two buttons, so like instead of landing on a number, it landed on an edge.
Oh
Really
boy.
suck. Yeah, that's what I thought you'd say.
Wonderful. With an 18, you, probably while Camille is gesturing, you notice the school supplies in Camille's arm. Camille has not gone to school here yet. So, you know, just
And that's your classmates at your old school, then.
Camille kind of just stops for a moment, just like, oh shit, before smiling again, like, yeah, of course. And I'll
Oh my
let's do
god.
another deception, but probably a disadvantage because, oh buddy, that was not a very good lie. Bro!
Okay, 23. Let's see if you're able to beat it. Why are you rolling so low on your insight rolls, buddy?
Oh, this is hilarious.
This is great. This
yeah.
this is wonderful.
Yeah. In this next scene, you can assume that, Camille is probably still not telling the whole truth to you, but, this
you know
would
what?
track. Yeah?
You know what? He's willing to, like, take this as a, you know what, this child just met me. Understandable that he would not tell me everything at once.
Yeah.
And I think Azumi nods at Camille and he says, well, it's good that you're having fun, and certainly wonderful to help others that need it. You must be quite good at what you do.
Camille, Camille smiles even wider, like, yeah, affirmation. This would totally make a 6-year-old happy, definitely. So Camille just smiles like, thank you, Mr. Azumi. I sure hope I am. And at that point, Camille just finally grabs the last book he needs. And so now this child's just holding a bunch of books and a paper bag. And is just like, alright, I think I just have notebooks. Totally not changing the subject.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Oh god, this is great. I think Azumi momentarily forgetting that tunes have hammer space. I think he goes, do you need any help carrying that?
Or Camille would say no, but you know what? Why not? He is supposed to be a happy little child accepting help, so why not? Just nods like, oh, thank you again. and hands over the books to you.
Yeah.
Uh,
This is great. This is wonderful.
and Camille just starts heading up to the notebook section, just doing the speedy little child walk.
And while this happens, Azumi is once again out of line of sight from Camille. Just an expression of God fucking damn it. Why?
Camille has a similar expression.
Here we are. Here we are.
Here we
He
are,
put
just
himself in this situation.
societal conventions, my beloved.
And I think after a brief moment, he follows after Camille. Oh god.
Camille's kind of just standing in front of a shelf that just has a whole lot of notebooks on them. And he's kind of standing in front of what is very obviously the child section. Like, there's a whole bunch of like really brightly colored rainbow sparkly has puppies and kitties littered all over the notebooks. And Camille's kind of just standing there with a little bit of a frown on his face.
I think when Azumi gets close enough to notice this, he glances between the obviously childish notebooks and looks back to Camille's expression, and he says, "Is there something wrong?"
Camille kind of just startles and looks up at Azumi because probably he was not being spatially aware. And just he shakes his head like, oh no, there's just so many good notebooks here, you know? They're all really cute. And let's do another deception at disadvantage.
Oh boy. Here
12.
We go. Here we go. That was 7 plus 8, 15.
Yeah, this child is. Oh, he could not be any less enthusiastic about these books. He is really, really not sold on a single one of them.
I I think Azumi picks up on this and looks back towards the towards those very very cutesy very kind of out there notebooks, and he just goes, "You know, you don't have to pick any one of these if you don't like them. After all, a notebook is just a notebook."
Camille's just gonna do a slight rant, like, well, all my classmates are gonna have cutesy notebooks, and I don't want to stand out that much. Let's do the deception roll again.
Oh my god.
13.
Oh my god. Again, you're rolling strangely low for your insight rolls, buddy. But your modifier still pulls you up.
Yeah. Yeah, with that 16, yeah, this child is once again lying to you. something tells you that he doesn't care that much about what his classmates think, but there is another reason why he thinks he needs to have a child's notebook.
And that reason is probably none of his business, so I think what Azumi's going to do is... Well, I suppose it's up to you, then. But, if you're purposefully making yourself uncomfortable just to fit in, I can't agree with that line of thinking. Wouldn't it just be just as simple to pick something you like and not base it on whatever anyone else says?
Oh boy. You know what? Camille is a nosy little fuck. Camille's gonna tilt his head like, oh, did you do something similar?
Mother Pecker.
This unfortunate child.
Mother Pecker. Mother Pecker extraordinaire. And I say that lovingly at you, Azumi, but also shakes fist at you. You put yourself in this position, Azumi. Don't complain. You're talking to a child. Of course they would ask this.
I'm so sorry, but Camille is just the nosiest little bastard in existence.
I think, how are you gonna respond? Jesus Christ. I think what he ends up saying is, well, in the end, I suppose all everyone is looking for is a place to belong, but forcing yourself under those into a place might just end up making you feel miserable in the long run.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Not answering the question at all.
Yeah. I will say that Camille actually doesn't pick up on that, because, there is something else Camille is focused on regarding what Azumi said right now. If you want to, why don't you, pull out that perception modifier again?
Here we go! What the? That's your second nat 20!
Oh, wonderful. I love this. Yeah, with a nat 20, that makes a whole ass 28.
Crying.
Yeah, you can see quite clearly that as you're saying this, Camille's expression changes. And for a moment, the only word that really comes to mind for Camille's expression is just bitter. Like, this child is extremely bitter about something that your words just stirred up. And then Camille is just going back to smiling like, that's really good advice, Mr. Azumi. And walks on over to the more adult notebooks and just picks out a few regular old solid colored ones.
What does this mean, Fletch?
Yeah, this child has... There is something regarding the idea of forcing yourself into a space that makes you miserable that just Oh boy, does it kick up some feelings. And Camille is very pointedly not facing Azumi right now.
I think Azumi, after seeing that, oh god, this kid is bitter. You know who else is a bitter kid?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Azumi looks away from Camille for a second after he picks up on this, and he just oh god, I think he actually murmurs something under his breath. Do you want to roll a quick perception?
Yeah, sure, why not? This kid does, I will say, Camille does currently have some, like, mental tags on Azumi because, reasons.
Yeah.
That's a 23.
23, what are your languages?
Oh boy, let me check real quick. So, Camille knows Common, Undergoblin, Goblin, Grolix, and Dwarvish.
Did you say undercommon?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, here's what happens, because Azumi also knows undercommon.
Oh boy.
He. You. You're looking away from him. He's also looking away from you, so he is very clearly not saying this to you, but he's murmuring under his breath, the words, oh, what was I supposed to say? The funny thing about it, it sounds like he's saying it to someone, but there is nobody else there.
Oh boy.
Oh
boy.
And, but not only does the tone sound a little, just a tad harsher than how he was originally sounding, it also sounds a little apologetic.
Oh, wonderful. I am currently grabbing Camille by the shoulders and trying to rein them back because, child, stop, please. Oh, he wants to see something so bad. The question is, do I once again ruin Azumi's life?
I mean, we've been sitting at a low angst level this entire game.
You know what? Understandable. I also did unfortunately promise to say this, so...
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, it's time. Camille's just gonna perk up, and,
Are you saying the goddamn thing that I think you're gonna say?
I have to. I made a promise.
I think I know exactly what it is.
Look over at Azumi and just go, Alele? And I'm just gonna follow up. Are you talking to someone, mister? Oh, God. I did it. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god, give me a
Understandable.
Oh, that was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I think there's like a brief moment where like Azumi like snaps back to attention, and and he looks at he looks at Camille like, what did you just say? And then like what he actually asked. What he actually asked like registers for him, and he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. If you mean by someone you if by someone you mean myself, then yes, I suppose I am talking to someone. I'm gonna roll a quick deception. Mother Pecker extraordinaire. No, he was just talking to himself.
Oh boy. Yeah, I cannot beat that with my insight, so yeah. Yeah, he just mutters to himself in Undercommon. Sure, that tracks. I mean, Camille doesn't exactly have a reason to be suspicious otherwise. Like, you know what? Azumi is already so weird, this might as well happen. So he kind of just nods like, alright. And
did you find one that you like?
And he nods like, mm-hmm. Thank you again for your advice.
Of course.
I know. And Camille's just gonna look over the list again, and then kind of crumple it a bit and put it in their hammer space pocket, and kind of just go like, well, I think I have everything I need. So it's just gonna start going over.
I think in that case, once they like pay for everything and whatever, Azumi does like give Camille the books back, and holds the door open. He goes,
Camille immediately tucks the books into his hammer space.
Fucking idiot detective that I've had, and I'm holding him and I shake him violently, and I go, haha, Azumi go burr.
Yes, this child did have the means to carry the books with no problem this whole time. It's fine.
This fucking idiot detective. I love him so much. He's so stupid. And God, give me a second to calm down.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Azumi holds the door open for Camille, and he goes, you stay safe on your way back home, alright?
Camille kind of just nods and then puts a finger to his cheek like he just thought of something. Like, oh, by the way, do you have a card?
Oh, if you mean by a business card, I do not, but and he like pats down his like his coat pockets until he finds the one he's looking for, and shifting his things around, you actually see him cast mage hand so it can hold on to the briefcase he's been carrying, and he pulls out from his pocket a notepad and a pen, and he writes down his name and a phone number, tears out the page, and hands it to Camille.
Camille is taking that and tucking it into his hammer space once again. Like, thank you! That way I know how to contact you if I run into any serious detective trouble. And why don't you just do a quick... Oh, that was a 17.
Oh boy, here we go. Ah! Once again, matched.
17. Oh boy. Yeah, so yeah, with that, you can tell that oh, this child has some alternate reasons for getting your card. This child has an ulterior motive.
Zumi is just standing here. Life in Einquil is already so goddamn weird.
Why not have a 6-year-old start keeping tabs on you?
This is fucking great. And I think Azumi says, well, you seem to be quite the capable child on your own. I'm sure you would have no trouble with detective work on your own, but if you do need help, feel free to let me know.
Camille just smiles again, like, of course! If I'm having any trouble with the case, you'll be the first one to know.
Ah!
And just boy.
Oh boy. Oh my fucking god. And I think with that, Azumi just nods, gives Camille another like wave goodbye, and he says, "Take care now."
Camille just waves like, bye bye, Mr. Azumi. And okay. And pulls out a little skateboard from his hammer space and just starts skateboarding away.
There he goes.
There he goes.
Before we end off the FPS, I think just as a funny note, the camera looks back at Azumi. The smile drops the moment he's certain that Camille's not looking his way, and his expression is once again, God fucking damn it, what the fuck?
Yeah. And I think on the other side, Camille is kind of just dropped the child facade. Currently has a more serious look on his face, but there is a little bit of a smile because, you know, he's made a little bit of progress in his own goals. It's fine. Don't worry about it. All good.
Oh,
But also
wonderful.
still kind of has a tinge of, okay, what the fuck just happened?
Oh, great. And I think in that case, thank you everybody for listening in. Thank you, Fletch, for
Thank you, Avi, for letting me bully your detective boy. And once again, thank you everyone for tuning in, both now and in the future. Marzi, if you're listening to this, I did it. And it was horrible, but thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.